All my life, I have feared being my mother. My mother is selfish, narcissistic. I had to cut relations with her years ago, actually decades ago. That's how bad it was. She was that toxic. I had to learn gratitude and how to say I'm sorry on my own in my fucking 20s. So I've always feared that I would become my mother in relationships. I always feared that I was a narcissist. I'm not. I know that. But there's a lot of behavior I've had to correct. I'm still working on myself. Still working on myself. But going back to the way I grew up, there was one man who I know was meant to be my fucking stepfather. I've been in touch with him in subsequent years. He's still just an incredible man. He would come over from New York. He would have gifts for my sister and me. He would make sure that there was food in the house. He cooked for us. And I was just, this guy was meant to be our father. But my mother blew up that relationship. Self-sabotage, narcissism. And he left. And I remember that period so fucking well. Well, if you hadn't guessed by now, things have ended between the Polish woman and me. Was not my fault, but I don't want to get into it except to say that I had been worried this entire time that as an adult, I would be my mother. But instead, I was that man. I was that man who gave as much as I had to her and her fucking kids. I was the man. I was the nice man. I wasn't my fucking mother. And I was dating yet another version of my fucking mother. This fucking narcissism. And I just all I have is love and affection to give in a relationship. Really, all I have really at the end of the fucking day is love and affection and giving. And I just shut the fuck up and I try to be grateful. And this was a situation that did such a fucking number on me that feels right now like it was my last fucking shot. Because I love this woman. I still love her, despite the fact that I also recognize that how she treated me was terrible. And the lies that she sprung on me were fucking terrible. I was just mystified. What kind of a fucking lover pushes you away when you cook and you give and you're there and you're emotionally present? What kind of person picks a fucking fight every single fucking week? Well, it turns out that all this was a fucking lie. All this was a fucking lie, but it wasn't a lie to me. And if there's one good thing that comes out of the pain that I am presently trying to deal with while I'm also working from home, been fucking crying while working, it's that I know that I learned the right fucking lessons when I was a kid, and that I'm that man, that deep, sweet man, and he ended up finding someone who loved him and who appreciated his love for others. That man I'm not going to name, but he knows, if he's watching this, he knows who the fuck he is, and he made a serious impression. And sir, if you are watching this, thank you, because I learned the lessons from you. And you were meant to be my fucking father in some fucking parallel universe or whatever. God. But I lost at the family lottery, and this is where I am. Halfway through my fucking life and a total fucking mess and wondering if I can even love again. Anyway, I just want to be real. I just want to be real.